In a small town, Martin and his wife, Jane, lived happily with their 2 children, Jess and their 3-year-old son. Jess, a 6-year-old with a passion for drawing, spent hours creating colorful artworks using her Crayola backpack filled with art supplies. One day, while going through Jess's drawings, Martin stumbled upon a peculiar picture. It depicted a mysterious woman holding Jess's hand. But it wasn't Martin's wife in the drawing. It was a brunette woman. Curious, he asked Jess who the woman was, and to his surprise, she replied that it was Lucia, the woman who visited her sometimes. Lucia was the name of Martin's wife's deceased sister, who passed away before their children were born. This revelation alarmed Martin and Jane, as there was no way Jess could have known about her deceased aunt. They decided to investigate further and asked Jess about Lucia's visits. According to Jess, Lucia would visit her at night when she was drawing. Concerned, Martin and Jane installed a Dora jar in her room to monitor her conversations. One night, they heard Jess talking to someone they couldn't see, answering unseen questions. She mentioned that this entity had seen the picture of her mother and wanted her to draw it again. When Martin and Jane confronted Jess, she pointed to a corner of the room, claiming that Lucia was standing there. The eerie feeling in the room heightened, and the couple felt uneasy. They asked Jess to draw Lucia again, and she complied, revealing a detailed picture of her deceased aunt with blue eyes, a mole above her lip, and dressed in white. Struck with fear, Martin and Jane sought help from a priest to bless their home and ask any spirits to leave in peace. After the blessing, the incidents ceased, and Jess no longer mentioned Lucia. Another unsettling story came from an elementary school art teacher who organized a draw and tell activity twice a year. During one session with a 3rd-grade class, a boy drew a picture of fire, sparking curiosity among his classmates. When questioned, he said he wasn't finished yet. In the next drawing, the boy added a house, which confused the teacher, as the family didn't have a swing set. Beneath the swing, the boy drew a black figure labeled the Taking Man. His explanation of the mysterious figure caused unease among the students and teacher. In another instance, a parent found a drawing left by her 7-year-old brother. The seemingly innocent family drawing also included a black figure labeled the Taking Man. Giovanna, the sister, found it strange and later heard her brother talking and giggling in his room. When she checked on him, he claimed he wasn't talking to anyone. The unsettling events continued, including mysterious scratches on her brother's back. Giovanna's brother eventually told his parents about the Taking Man, who visited him and gave him cranberries. The family didn't know if these incidents were just a child's imagination or something more sinister. Finally, Giovanna experienced something eerie when she heard her brother talking in the middle of the night and saw a black shadow in his room. The next morning, she found herself back in her bed with no memory of what happened. Her brother didn't remember anything either. These chilling stories serve as a reminder that children's drawings may convey emotions, experiences, or encounters that adults might not fully understand. Sometimes a child's imagination can lead to harmless creations, but other times it may hint at something deeper and more mysterious. Listening to children and providing comfort and support is essential in navigating these uncharted territories of their imagination and experiences.